My head was on a swivel, he was pushing a rental. Ain't it coincidental? He ain't really talking money, who he talking to? Homie hopping, neither, they all some. I can charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do. They be talking to every about what they ought to do. I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is topic discussion. If I give them attention, they all will probably start blushing. So power and hunt is the only thing that I'm crushing on. Bonafide stood on everything that I stepped on. I can get it gone in a blink. We can make a from the sink. He can make a call if you tweet. I can make a ball when I speak. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
They couldn't see me coming with binoculars. Even if they did, tell me who the was stopping us. The options keep popping up. Cops trying to lock us up. When it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all the chakras up, the block is out it and more than lava. Check it, thermometers. These rats is synonymous. The climates in Guatemala, bro. Bet your bottom dollar your favorite rapper to get devoured. Sign his death certificate quick. Like sayonara. In fact, it's better if he quit and save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve and tell me get him any.
Gone in the blink. We can make a from the sink. He can make a call if you tweet. I can make a ball when I speak. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the... Move the ball to the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
The throw over the middle, taken in. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now it's Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Again, Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Herbert setting up to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
And I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Broncos! Mike Burton from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz for the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth, but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. And birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit, no ransom. She on the class tryna get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't tryna let her down, but I'm not. If you was tryna settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she running down. She pay a bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I double up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all up in. I drop with the whole world sing. Rock when I do like this, it's the big black door.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the gloves. Only one mile.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll... back of the end zone for a touchback. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Down the left sideline. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 59 yards. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver right between him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception. There he goes, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. Then he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, that won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. To throw is Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
That's good for Denver Broncos. 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. That's good on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have regained the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Mahomes going to change things up. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And he's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get free and take some momentum into the locker room. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's second and 10. Here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Wilson will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Lutz with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson as time expires in the first half.
And the Broncos will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved? And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, for in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in, and they're on the final play of the first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught. He's across midfield, and he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Bucs will look to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson from 17 yards out. And the Broncos drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me.
Man, that's what I got, you be tripping. I can't even do it, my girl, I'm Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it, no, she cannot listen me. Mark your spot, that boy get. So I'm sending a car, he finna get blessed on. I get the paper, I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin, not talking about the one that you sketch on.
He play dumb, get his on. Hit a crib, but he loving on red bone. Now I'm hard to reach, I'm bout my cheese, I'm moving around with 2 phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on.
And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking and we get it started, pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move on.
And they know they ain't seeing us. You pull all of your pin in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids, know you pulling up. And now you laid out, they don't get enough. I'm with your girl in the bedroom, and it sound like shit.
I try that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty your horsey, I told her they my young city up. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You in a feed, now anything under 18, just like met this from the club. She like 5'3", I think it ain't Lydia.
You know we unstoppable, man, it's impossible to stop us, we for sure on the road. Stay to myself, stay off the medium, chillin', ain't gon' play with the trolls. Going 100 in the I-8, I pray to God we don't lose control. Know I'm on a paper chase, my leader whip on cruise control.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And in hindsight, probably should have taken it. Gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, man. Keep it tight, defense.
First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. It got his man complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 84 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And this one will be brought back to the 22. After the interception, here's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. And how about that for a big play on 4th and 10? They get almost exactly what they need to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
The throw over the middle taken in. Look at the big fella go. He's on his way. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. Touchdown, Browns. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
14. Broncos nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw is Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Broncos first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the return will stop right around the 25. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Okay, this could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Wilson now off the bootleg. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And he'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now 3rd down and 7. Watson now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Right at the 30. Off the bootleg. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
To throw on second is Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. To the air yet again, Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Here's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Watson. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Broncos 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's good for our Denver Broncos. First down goal at the 4-yard.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. What's good on the extra point? And the lead will be cut down to 14. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Mike Purcell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And the Browns first down.
Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. And I think the ball's out. passes down the right side. Down the right sideline. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Watson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point. And we'll tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Wants to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. One told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Moore, the man in motion. Flushed out right. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st down, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Back to throw, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this. Watson looks to throw again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 42 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give to Williams, right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. The kick by Lutz is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Watson. His throw incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Greg Dulcich, 60 yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. That's good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes again. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to about the 4. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Watson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it up 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll stay on the ground with Williams, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make it.
That is intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Wilson wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Anthony Walker, given that O-line fits, he gets in there to drop it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
Diego.
I with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fucking up with the fettuccine, they both dead, can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall, everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off, rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Got some go that. Please don't go that with me. Got some go that.
Barely even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. Only jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Let my plans, stretch on my bands. Plus when I stumble, I might customize vans. Plush like brush like plus I got 'em up plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like Chex Mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face, your chain is a neck.
Go that. Please don't go that. Go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that. That this go that, sis go that. Just don't go that. Me.
I had to hit my designer for sneaks. Double dip mine in the bleach. I'm block over short. I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I whip a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen Brianna and parking the top P box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block and trust fund. Beat I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half. 2300 on the horse and I might. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased.
Got some go that. Please don't go that. Go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that. That this go that, sis go that. Just don't go that. Go that with me. Yeah.
Don't get the dark 'cause the feds on it. Don't get the dark 'cause the feds on it.
Get down.
Bling, bling, bling. This man.
but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone, hello. Bling, bling, blow, mad. I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me, okay? I might pull a ticket out of my account, okay? Just to show you how to count, okay? Newest, don't compare me to these, they don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. From inside the club, I got no worries today. I get paid to party on a permanent base. That's true. Only time we link is meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Foot on that's because I'm standing on business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down but they couldn't stop it. I got platinum plaques like I got cars in my wallet. I got millions.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the... out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Play action now. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 13 yards down to the 13. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake. Wilson. Open man is the tight end Troutman. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Runs with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Prescott now from the 50. Left side to Lamb. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 32 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Wilson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Cowboys 21, Broncos 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A huge play there for Denver, 44 yards.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Easy.
To throw is Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly.
Under pressure, they got him again. Osa Odighizuwa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but and I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
They go play action with Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Now it's Wilson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the Cowboys' 2-yard line.
Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Touchdown Broncos! Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was was going through his mind when he got the play call? He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
That is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 41 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And they work this well up. Across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away. incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
They go play action now. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Pollard going to try the right side. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Third and 4. Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. This is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Let's look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ferguson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. 20! And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now Prescott. Oh, and And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's Dak. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with a blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spend it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I said, fin with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. Him on the rim, hit a better with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing. Ain't know it's for real. Country, trying to give me a meal. You want you some violence. You got you a deal, Mr. Bushwick. Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Staying fresh to this. I be looking like I out. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. Now I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that will... So it'll come out to the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Broncos first down.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Off play action. Wilson. And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Luntz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, Luntz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Now Cousins. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Mark, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take up.
So she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face. Your chain is a necklace. Go that, please, don't go that with me. Left wrist, go that, right wrist, go that, necklace, go that, sis, go that, this time, go that, me. Ayy, they hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure. I'm popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, been parking their top E box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block and trust fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1. You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lied.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And not a good return here at all. start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, Paul, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They will start this drive with Ford, and he... his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they turn to Ford. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, Watson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Elijah Moore. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. To throw is Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Josie Jewell. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Watson now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace,
This drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action with Wilson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Wilson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Broncos a 1st down. Here's Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. What's good on the extra point. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this 1st half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Taken in by Dulcich. Through the middle of the field. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. On the ground, it's 4. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up fourth down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
On fourth down, Watson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh bar, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On first and 10, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 24, Broncos 41. Justin Hopkins.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on first and 10. Now it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 50, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to it.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away, because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half,
good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Off play action. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Making the tackle there, Martin Emerson.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They run with 4. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman, 26 yards. And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Will Jordan Humphrey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. What's good on the extra point? And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So here's a diving catch right side. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Watson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a first down throw. Watson. Touchdown! Elijah Moore. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Browns.
On first down, Watson. Right back to Njoku. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down, Cleveland.
Faking the give. Now Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are back within a score. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Browns 41. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's got him in, complete. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg Dulcich, 85 yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.